Hello, Andreas. Lovely to see you again.
Hello, Elena. Good to see you too. I'm
Yeah,
happy to see you. Yes.
yeah. So it's Elena Angel again of the Ultimate Connection Coaching, and I'm here with Andreas Goldemann, medical intuitive. Um, Andreas has worked with hundreds and hundreds of people all over the world in groups and individual sessions remotely. He has this very special technique of restoring balance in our system and aligning mind, body, spirit, and helping us to overcome an awful lot of challenges, usually due to stored emotions. Is that right, Andreas?
Yeah, we really store emotions. So if you have, throughout the course of our life, we just store certain vibrational patterns. We call
Mm,
them also emotions. And they correlate to the one or the other organ, the one or the other part of the body, and then
mm,
they get to just like stick to each other.
mm.
And as long as we do not release this negative stored emotions, sometimes these body parts do not work as well as they should.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I said, it can be a vertebrae. It can, for example, the atlas.
yeah,
We look at our cervical spine, so the first vertebrae of our cervical spine, or
yeah.
the first vertebrae at all,
Mm,
is our atlas. And
mm, mm.
this atlas correlates quite to the paradigm of life we carry.
Yeah, that was
If
very
we,
interesting. Yes, I wanted to ask you about that. We had this amazing class yesterday, and you worked a lot on this area, right? The
mm,
cervical spine and also around the jaw. And you said some really interesting things about the atlas bone that I really had never heard of before. So, yes, tell us a bit more about that, please.
Now, what I said already is that the atlas is really connected to emotions that we carry deep within us
Mm,
about the paradigm of life we do have. And
mm,
as children, we actually um, created a picture of life that was quite different than from an adult's view.
mm, mm,
And the problem we had this very naive look to the world, very loving look to the world, where everything is just
mm,
colorful and beautiful and interesting. And suddenly we grow up and we go into different brain waves. When we grow up, we we enter into different states
mm,
of consciousness, into different brain waves. And because of this, as long as we are children, we're totally open-minded. Everything gets stuck in our subconscious and in our
mm,
hyperconscious. But the moment we get older, we get confronted with a different way of life, and we start to think more. And the paradigm we create is so different from the
mm,
first paradigm we had.
mm, mm.
So with that shift, very often the atlas shifts too. And the base of our skull cannot sit on the atlas as it should. So
Gosh.
the smoothness, the movement, and everything starts already to restrict.
Yeah. And
That's one of the things. For example, I mean, this is one of
yes.
the few little things that are happening there, and it can be a huge thing, of course, for many people.
Yeah, it was really fascinating, and also the jaw. You said that this holds a lot of tension, and it's you said that this was one of the first responses when something difficult happens or a negative emotion first hits us this way. Tell us a bit more
We
about that.
start to clench our teeth.
Yeah.
The first thing we do, we have three major areas where the first
Okay.
emotion goes and first negative emotion goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's our gums,
Uh-huh.
it's our jaw, and especially it's our tongue.
Wow.
And if we have that little switch in our mind, we can remember the moment our tongue is against the roof of our mouth, we are actually building up tension. We
Mm,
are not seeing the world in the normal way any longer. We go from a peripheral vision to a tunnel vision.
mm,
Our breathing is restricted. There's no more open diaphragm because
mm,
there is a nerve going through the tongue that
mm,
actually suppresses a lot of the freedom of motion in the body.
mm,
But
mm.
there is a whole seminar coming up about the tongue because
Yes.
that's worth working with it. We
Goodness
will do
me.
this once, but that's another story. We are really working with these things a lot, or I was been working with these things a lot
Mm,
because I'm observing people since 20 years.
mm,
I'm
mm,
so curious. I mean, I'm a person that walks with a totally open eye and an open mind through life. And I'm observing people. What patterns are here? I'm so curious because I kept my curiosity, my fascination. So I'm just looking into the world and see what people do. It is, wow, this one is clenching his teeth. This one is not walking in a normal way because of that hip. And I feel the emotion because I'm an intuitive. I
yes.
mean, this is what I am. It's just
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
being there, feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting what is going on in life.
Goodness.
And then you make a mental note. Oh,
Mm,
tongue against the roof of your mouth. 1 this day, 2, 3, 4, 5. You meet 50 people and you realize, well, 35 to 40 have the same pattern. The moment you see the same pattern, you need to think, wow, we need to observe this. What is going on here?
Yes.
What is different here? So through this kind of observation, I just started to make certain programs that help people to step in a deeper relaxation and a deeper way of consciousness, just to have more life quality.
Yes, there is a real correlation, isn't there, between what happens with us physically, with our structure, with our alignment, and also our point of view and our attitude, our philosophy, and the quality of our experience in life. Is that right?
Absolutely. I mean, our attitude totally gives the impulse what is happening later on in our day. I mean, if we start the day perfectly well and with a happy smile on our face, it's hard to shock us. But if we say already, oh crap, the clock is ringing in the morning. I actually had this the last days when I was really tired, and I set a certain voice which I usually don't have in my phone, and the phone rang in the morning as my timer, and I just woke up and said, oh crap. I don't want to wake up right now. Oh, no. I had only maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Within day, I mean, 5 days in a row. So I was really tired.
Okay. Yes.
And I said, wow, I became aware immediately. I said, wow, Andreas, you need to change that.
Yes.
So I put a very loving song in there. Lovely song. So my day starts with that song since this time, and it's just such a difference. And this attitude, what we carry into the first minutes, we usually carry through the day. So would you love to ask me if I would love to sing?
I would love you to sing for us, Andreas. You sing so beautifully. Give us a taste.
It will be my pleasure. Barasi sen nation bokon de pon salai pilaladen de sane barashe salayatation divan de sanai besharaya sabande morasanante pe alaya laya laya sesa sesandi morashi baladen de he halaye share ahalalale halale Marishaba bladande asuya ya se alayute shrayon be Moria hi bladande he halaye share ahalalale halale Ukwana nakhalajin tsitsiake. Yes, this is something that opens up the channel in the spine to connect more and opens up the energy to connect with the Divine Mother and Father. We have these singing mantras, these singing songs out of the Celtic Druid traditions, and they're very powerful. They help you to reconnect to much deeper levels of your existence and essence.
Thank you so much. It was so beautiful. Well, we'll see you again soon, Andreas, and we'll invite our viewers to grab the replay and watch a whole hour of this beautiful magic in their own time. So thanks again.
Thank you, Elena. Always happy to serve. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.